Hello and welcome to the developer team for Calendar. Okay, without further ado, let us show how the program works. Okay, so welcome to Calendar, right? Okay, so over here is where the user will type in his input. Over here is how the program will respond and where the program will respond. Right here is tasks that the user might be interested in. Okay, so now let's say I want to add something known as maybe a meeting with a professor, alright? Meeting with professor at this place known as A7. Add it at 8th of November, 2 p.m. Right? So now it has been added, and note that this will come into incomplete task because 1 day, 14 hours is due in this time. It will compare the date time format on the computer currently. Okay, so now note that the default settings is it will show all tasks that are less than 3 days in this incomplete task tab. So anything that's more than 3 days, it will not be shown here. But this is by default. I can change this setting. So let's say I want to add a task, right? This is due in 10 days. So today's 6th November. Alright, so I'll change it to maybe 16, right? 16 November 2011. You know that now I can don't key in the time. You just put it in like this without the time, and it will still read it in. Right? Note that it doesn't show here. So if I go to this thing known as settings and change D, which is day, number of days, sorry, 10 days. If I do this, oh wrong, sorry, shouldn't have S. So all tasks that are due in 10 days will be shown. So see, this is due in 10 days are shown. Alright, 9 days, 9 hours, etc. So same thing, I can change settings back to default. So if I change setting back to default, it will revert, and anything that is shown here, it won't be shown. Okay, now let's say I want to add another meeting, or not meeting, dinner at Marina Bay Sands. Okay, 10th, so 9th of 211. Okay, now I'll key in a time format, 23-hour format, 2359, that is in a 24-hour format, sorry. Okay, note that it's different from what I've been keying in just now, but the program is still able to do it. Alright, so now I'll add in a new attribute. 4. This attribute 4 represents for rating on a scale of 1 to 5, where the user finds how important this task is. 5 is the most important, 1 is the least important. So let's say I add this, and Marina dinner is added. So it will appear here because it's 2 days, 17 hours. Okay, so now let's say I want to do add homework, alright? Homework. And do homework. Let's say I want to do 7, 11, 211, right? So homework has been added, and I'll add another one known as check homework. Check homework. Okay, note that now I can key AA. Okay. Before this, let me say, just now I just keyed the date, right? So the default time is 9 AM by default. Same thing, you can change the date. You can change the default setting. And now if I put AA, which stands for octo assign, we will put it to the next day, 9 AM, comparing with the current day. So same thing, note that now it will clash with this deadline, 7th of October. However, the program is quite intelligent. It will add the new task 1 hour after your previous task that was allocated at that current time slot. Alright, so let's say now I want to add, let me illustrate this, I want to add another time clash, I'll add an event known as time clash on the 8th of November, right, 1700 hours, right? So if I add this, okay, I added at the wrong time, that's the wrong date. Add time clash, Okay, note that I intended it to clash, but it didn't clash. I typed in the wrong date. Okay, 1400 hours. So if I add this, it will clash, and you will ask, do you want to assign the next earliest deadline, which is at 3 o'clock? Alright, so in between, after 2 is, next hour is 3. So yes, I'll assign to this time. No, it will false assign to 2 p.m. or cancel to stop adding the task. So I'll put yes, of course. Okay, so now I'm done with showing the adding function. So now I'll show the undo function. Okay, our program supports undo. So it will remove the previous action and redo. We should put in back the action which was taken out by the undo. Alright, so a time clash occurs, same thing, yes, yes. Okay. So now how do I show that I have completed the task? Okay, so let's say I've completed my homework, right? So I will complete and I'll check the index here, alright? Task number 4. So I'll key in 4. Complete 4, and homework has been moved to EOT folder. Okay, before this I'll explain what is EOT later on. Okay, let's say now this here is quite messy. I want to clear it. So how do I clear it? Okay, there's a hotkey. Control F10 will allow me to clear screen straight away. Alright. So now, okay, let's say I want to do a search, right? Search by name. Let's say homework. Alright. This should return me 2 different files. As in 2 different results. Okay, one for do homework and check homework. Do homework was completed and was put in EOT folder. Check homework is still in the to do folder. Alright, let me run through the 4 folders. They are to do, which is the TD folder. There's the end of task folder, which is the EOT folder. There's the overdue folder, which is OD, and recycle bin, which is RB. So I can view, let's say I want to view something, I can view RB, but of course it'll be empty. Let's say I want to view EOT, right? Now I'll display everything that is in EOT, everything. So if I want to view TD, to do, it will show everything that's in to do, everything including those that are more than 3 days. Alright, even though they are not shown here, it will be shown here. And note that this here is according, the index is according to when we added it, whereas here the order is according to earliest time first. Alright, so let's say now I want to do something like sorting, right? Sorting. Let's say I want to sort. I'll sort by deadline. So D. So if I sort by deadline, now I view my to do. Note that now the earliest event will come first. Alright? And the latest event will come last. That's by sorting. And same thing I can sort by this thing known as R, rating. Remember? So let's say now I want to view again to do. The highest rating will come first. 4. By default everything else is 3. Okay? Okay, now let's say I want to delete something that I keyed in wrongly, right? So let's say just now I keyed in time clash wrongly. So 6, right? I want to delete 6. So let's say delete. So I have to put in which folder, I have to specify which folder I'm talking about. So here I'm talking about the to do folder. And it's index number 6. Alright? So delete T6. So time clash has been moved to the recycle bin. So it's no longer here. Okay. So now let's talk about settings. No, I've already talked about that. Let's talk about IntelliSense. Let's say I want to power this, as this program is designed for power users. I can, let's say for clear, right? Originally I had to type CLEAR. Let's say I want to clear a folder. I want to clear my recycle bin. So time clash was supposed to be in recycle bin, but now if I view recycle bin, it's no longer there, right? So I want a shortcut for clear, so I just /CL, and you will notice that here it will auto generate the 5 letters for clear. And same thing for add is /A, right? Delete is /D, right? Search is /SE, Alright. Okay, now let us talk about edit. Let's say now I want to edit /e. /ed is edit. I want to edit something. So I want to edit time clash 2, right? So time clash 2 is in to do folder. It's second. Index number 2, no, wrong. 4, index number 4. So now edit, and let's say I want to change my deadline. I want to change it to 18th, right? So 18th of November 2011 at 5 o'clock. Okay, I want to change rating to 5 as well. So note that once I change this, prompt is here, and let's say now I want to view my recycle bin, right? No, sorry, view to do. Note that now it has already been changed. Rating is 5, change to here. Alright. So with this, I end my program, and thank you for your time.